A slow, delicate process is only just beginning in a laboratory in southern Thailand. Forensic scientists are investigating the deaths of more than 30 people whose remains were found buried near the border with Malaysia in May. They've only completed about 10% of the DNA testing on the bones and haven't discovered how they died.
The
first step was to identify their gender, rough heights and rough ages. The next step is to identify who these people are, and that requires DNA data comparison.
And that's unlikely to ever happen. The victims are believed to be Rohingya from neighbouring Myanmar, where they refuse citizenship and face persecution by the government.
To find their family members is not an easy task, since we have no idea who these people were. We have no access to the Rohingya in Myanmar.
The graves were discovered in thick jungle. More were found across the border in Malaysia. It seems they fell victim to traffickers who may have held them for ransom. Hassan has survived a similar journey. He was born in Myanmar but left by boat 3 years ago, hoping for a better life away from the camps he and more than 100,000 other Rohingya were forced into. But once in Thailand, he was bought and sold by fishermen and rubber farmers, enduring 2 years of forced labour with no pay. Now, as the wet season nears an end, he's trying to convince his family to stay in Myanmar.
I keep telling my family members who are now in the camps about my situation and what I experienced. I tell them to be patient in the camps and don't try to leave. I tell them Myanmar will be a better place to live one day.
In connection with the deaths, 88 people have been charged with offences related to trafficking. No one's been charged with murder or manslaughter. This is the final resting place. Residents here say that in the days after the remains were found in the jungle, most of them were reburied here. There's really not much to show for it. It is an overgrown, unmarked gravesite on the edge of a Muslim cemetery in southern Thailand. It's likely similar tragedies will happen again unless there's a strong regional and international response to a problem that's only going to get worse. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Songkhla, Thailand.